On Friday the 12th of May, Sheffield Wednesday's hopes of promotion were pretty much in tatters. Conceding 4 at Peterborough in the first leg of the playoff semi-final saw chants of "you're not fit to wear the shirt" from travelling supporters. Fast forward to the following week and heading into the second leg, morale was low, despite the odd joke about the comeback of the century being possible. That didn't stop a 33,000 full Hillsborough coming to life and being behind the team from the beginning of the match, roared on by a rallying message from Darren Moore on the tannoy. Whenever a Peterborough player was remotely near the ball, hisses and boos from Wednesday fans piled the pressure on, leading to an early mistake and gaining Wednesday a penalty for a foul on Marvin Johnson. Michael Smith's conversion saw Hillsborough gain further life, but there was still a long way to go. A second goal from Lee Gregory on 25 minutes brought further hope in an uphill battle. The deficit was cut in half with nearly 3/4 of the match to go. At half-time there was quite clearly a slight change in tactic from the persistent time wasting from Peterborough to adding a slight chance of getting a goal to kill Wednesday's morale. But on 71 minutes, Reece James brought Wednesday even closer to history with the third Wednesday goal. Now the nerves were high from both sets of fans, but the momentum was with Wednesday. The 90 minutes concluded with it looking like Wednesday were to narrowly miss out after a fantastic performance. Injury time loomed and the time wasting continued. Aidan Flint, a centre-back, brought on up top to scramble for a Wednesday goal. It all looked too far gone. Then none other than Sheffield Wednesday's own Liam Palmer latches onto a Flint header and puts it past the keeper with the last kick of the game. Hillsborough erupts into celebrations like you've never seen before, and Wednesday take it to extra time. In typical Sheffield Wednesday fashion, they're pegged back by Peterborough with a Gregory own goal, and it looks like all that hard work would be going to waste. But not on this night. Callum Patterson's equaliser sees Hillsborough bouncing again and sees the match end 5-1 after extra time. And into penalties. One miss was all it took from Dan Butler to ensure Wednesday didn't have a repeat of their last playoff semi-final, and it was Wembley for Wednesday. And later it was revealed that it would be Barnsley who would be waiting for them, a Barnsley side who had done the double over them this season. But this is the playoff final. Anything can happen.
Hello and welcome to Dexterity Box Cribs. It is acceptable.
So we've just arrived. I've already complained about a couple of things. Not to the people. We've been put. They've seen that we're Northern scum, basically.
And
We've been put on the ground floor. And it's the, if you stay in a hotel and they give you the room that interlocks with the family room, even though you've paid for what's a superior room or whatever it is, even though there's plenty of these on the upper floors, they've seen your name, they've seen where you've come from, and they've gone, nah, not sure about that. As you can see over here, Jack is the psychopath who will unpack everything and put them on the shelving units.
So, we have the underwear and socks, followed by the t-shirts, the breathable cotton t-shirts, because Wembley, of course, is taking place naturally for Sheffield Wednesday on the hottest day of the year so far. So we need the cotton breathable clothing to not die of dehydration. And now below that we have the shorts and the belt, because without this, my lower half will be falling down.
I don't know, but I think I don't know why I'm still filming you. We got this twin room. It's actually like some sort of old manor house, or pretending to be a manor house, in somewhere on the outskirts of London, so I could actually park and not have to think about it.
Nice.
So this is the night before. We're going to probably be classy people and go and get a Mackey's for dinner, because why not? You can tell I'm down south. I've just said dinner, not tea.
Dinner. We're going for dinner.
Maccadees.
A hotel stop in without the patented Lenny Henry flop onto the bed. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
So it's the night before. We thought we'd interject into the vlog for a little bit more of a analysis of how we're feeling tomorrow. Really, this is very much more podcast style than vlog style, but we'll do
formal.
Might have a chat for a couple of minutes about how we actually feel. So the big news is injuries look clear. Marvin Johnson, Iorfa, and then we've got there's a crazy potential that George Byers, it's either the biggest mind games ever, or George Byers is in that squad tomorrow.
In the squad,
Yes. So how are you feeling? Night before?
It's strange. I'm very good at compartmentalising stress, and so I've just put it in a little box, and I'm not going to open that probably until we're actually sat there at Wembley watching the team. Then I will open the box. But for now, I'm just keeping cool-headed and just accepting whatever happens.
Well, currently there's lots of Wednesday fans in Covent Garden.
Yes.
Probably ones that will be very, very sore in the head in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
The vibe is already... It was great driving down here today and seeing all the Wednesday fans and seeing all the Wednesday coaches and stuff like that. The amount of OWL registrations...
That was great.
That was quite fun. It's one of those things where it's all a whole season builds to now, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
And everything's
put onto now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the players can handle the pressure of that?
I think it's all about... We've said this previously, it's that first goal.
Yeah.
That first goal is going to be crucial, and I'm nervous about who gets it. 'Cause if it's not us, we're going to have to show the mentality we showed at Peterborough.
Exactly. But look at how many times we've done it this season where we've gone a goal down in the first half or something, or the opposition have scored the first goal, and we've fought back to win 2-1, 3-1, etc. You know. And again, Jake has said it as well all season that we
Talking
do
Wednesday
better.
podcast host again, because this is not the podcast.
Yes, sorry. Jake from the Talking Wednesday podcast, Chef41, has often said that we seem to do better chasing down a goal deficit or chasing down a deficit. So that story might unfold at Wembley as well. But,
yeah. Well, either way, we're going to get sunburnt because it's apparently going to be the hottest day of the year at Wembley tomorrow.
So far, the Wednesday experience will actually help us a lot.
I'm in that headspace now where I just want to watch the match. So I'm going to stop talking about it.
Numb.
Should we go to the bar?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's go to the bar.
Let's have a little nightcap, a little drinky poo.
And then we will rejoin you in the morning. Maybe we'll do some bar shots. Camera shots.
Camera shots.
Actual shots on bar.
Don't drink alcohol, kids. It's bad. It's bad for your head. It doesn't help.
Stop watching these videos, kids. It's not made for kids. Hotel Cat.
Might not actually be peasants after all. There's a massive wedding on, and I think they've put us all the way at the other side of the hotel so we can actually sleep. So it's not just because we're northern, and they've just charged us 13 quid. £6.50 for your pint. £6.50. How much?
Crime. It's borderline a war crime.
Down south,
Call
mate.
the Hague.
Down south, mate.
a lovely day for it. It is. I think I can probably actually get the arch. There you go.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Right, Jack.
Well,
It's probably windy, so hopefully this
Yes.
is good for audio, but
we've got the little muffler, so should be getting rid of a lot of the wind, but
Wembley Arch, Wembley Day, how are we feeling?
nervous. I've not been able to stand still all morning, and absolutely terrified for what's going to happen. But you know what? We've just got to take it as it comes, I think. But
Well, if you look around, like, it's absolutely mental here. It's, what, 12:30?
yep,
We got here at about 11 and it was already rammed. And it's a sea of blue with some red spots in it. So
quite hilarious actually.
it's a nice vibe.
Yeah,
Everyone's starting to get a little bit more gradually drunk, so there's a lot more chanting
crowd's
going off
getting
here.
rowdy. Crowd's getting rowdy.
It's a fun one, but have you got a score prediction, Jack? I'm going to do it to you.
3-0 Wednesday.
You heard it here first. 3-0 Wednesday. I'm not doing that to myself. That's not happening. So we are here with Around the Grounds.
Yeah.
So what do you do, mate? You do quite a bit of YouTube content, don't you?
I do. I'm a massive Sheffield Wednesday fan. Nervous as hell, but when I'm not following Sheffield Wednesday, I'm ground hopping, just covering different games and absolutely loving the journey I'm on.
Yeah, and how are you feeling today? It's a little bit nervy.
Yeah, I'm an absolute mess. Had me breakfast this morning, couldn't eat it.
Was that because of the celebrations last night, or is it the nerves?
No, nerves. I'd like to blame that, but it's definitely the nerves. I'm an absolute mess.
Tell us a little bit about last night, because we didn't actually go into Covent Garden. What were the scenes?
Yeah, so I got there about 2 o'clock from travelling down. From 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it just kept building, and the atmosphere just kept building. We kept dipping in and dipping out. Obviously, Mrs. Around the Grounds, who don't want to be on camera, she wanted to do a bit of posh, so we kept coming back and just kept building. Flares were out. Everyone was just in good spirits and just glad to be here, because we didn't expect to be here, did we?
Nah.
I think that for me. I know I'm nervous. Yeah, if we don't win, I think we've still got to enjoy this moment. They don't come along often.
I think one of the biggest things is the fact that it's the typical Wednesday thing you're trying to forget about now, isn't it? After that playoff,
Yeah.
And that's what's in all our heads at the minute, and that's the tricky bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your score prediction?
I'm going to go 2-1 Wednesday. I'm going to back them. I'm going to be confident, but I'm not. I don't feel confident inside, but yeah, I'm going to back them 2-1 Wednesday.
Squeaky bum time at the end, sort of thing. Yeah, fair enough. So thanks, Lee. Do you want to just shout out where we can find you?
Yeah, Around the Grounds YouTube. Just hit over 2,000 subscribers. Absolutely buzzing. So appreciate you having me on this, mate.
Cheers, mate. Come on, Wednesday. So it looks like, looking at the team, the only change from the Peterborough lineup is Deli Basharu on the bench for Backinson. So arguably, I'd probably say that's even a better option that we've got there on the bench. So a technically stronger team to Barnsley, but we're going for the attack. So if we can kill them off in the first half, we'll see what happens.
Has anybody come down from town this afternoon? Now listen, your support has been monumental all season long. It's nice to hear you won 5 times this season. So be loud and proud for the Super Reds. Very shortly, you'll hear the heavy into the first of all.
Quick half-time review, go.
Basically, both teams are too conservative. Neither side wants. Both sides are too worried about conceding rather than scoring any goals. And it's been a bit of a damp squib so far, but hopefully it picks up second half.
Yeah, they aren't playing like they usually are.
No.
In both teams. Barnsley tried to kill us off a lot earlier in the previous fixtures, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Gone. Nerves are gone.
Not gonna lie, feel a
Time now. Oh, don't like that.
We've not been good enough today.
No.
We've got extra time to turn that around, but yes, you can see that luck's not on our side. Basically, nothing's falling for us, but sometimes you have got to make your own luck, and it's just not. It's not working out like that right now.
First and second balls haven't been falling to us. Effectively, Barnsley, even though they're a man down, seem to be playing still with one more man than us. I don't know how that's possible, but that's just how it feels at the minute, and that's how it felt, kind of both halves really. But I still think that we've got the bigger mental strength to see us through to the end here, because all of their squad are all about 20 to 23.
You're a lot more optimistic than me, because I think we are bottling this and we really need to turn it around, so we'll see what happens.
I feel like we should have more of an extravagant ending cap when we're talking about all of this, considering we just did that. But we have got back quite late, and we want to make sure this vlog gets out to you. So we'll do all the deep analysis on the Talking Wednesday podcast, which is also on this channel. Plug. But there's... I don't think that was a grand final. I don't think it was very good, but we've promoted, and I don't really care about anything else.
Yeah.
I don't care about all the things I can read currently on social media about people saying how the other team were robbed. It happens. I'm going to be that person because it's happened to us too many times. Yeah. And after the season we have had, we deserve this. And to see those players, you know, I will say actually, I don't think they'd do this on the other way around, but I must say I thought the Barnsley fans seemed really up for it. Yeah. And fair play to the Barnsley fans. Your thoughts on that one?
I just think if you think that Barnsley got robbed, well, suck it up, Buttercup, because the result was a Wednesday win.
Right, I've just cut some baity things out of this bit here because Jack was trying to bait people. Look, I'm really happy.
Yeah, I mean, I am.
Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship, and it was very weird because it was one of those where I thought we were doing a typical Wednesday again. You know, I thought it was going to be the situation where we end up in a lot of trouble. He's breaking the hotel.
I'm not.
It's one of those things where all the adrenaline is just dumping because I was a nervous wreck throughout that.
Same.
It's very different. We had loads of fans there, but the atmosphere was so much different.
It was tepid, wasn't it? Rather than being like on it.
I think it was nervous energy.
Nervous energy, yeah.
Peterborough, it was like, get behind him. And I felt like Barnsley kind of tried to take that task today, whereas with us, it was more of a case of we were quite nervous about when we saw that we weren't too great on second balls. We weren't at our best.
We weren't very lucky in terms of what was falling for us and what wasn't.
No.
But at the same time, you sort of make your own luck in those scenarios, and we just didn't do that. We weren't... The Barnsley players were chasing and pressing a heck of a lot more than we were, and I didn't like that. But
over the course of the season, we were the better team. Over the course, we've done the comeback of the century in the playoffs, and at the end of the day, we are now the Championship team, and I'm elated. At full time, we were going mental.
Yep.
It was great to see those players. You know what I really love about this squad at the minute and this team is the fact that I can see how much it means to them all.
Yes.
You know,
you couldn't see that at all in the side that got relegated a couple of years ago to League One. They couldn't give a damn. They were sad for that moment when the final whistle went against Derby, but then they just got over it like that.
Yeah, and obviously there's still a few of the players here currently, but I think the players that are still here, the players that have bought into what Darren Moore's doing, and I'm optimistic for the future. It's a very tough Championship next season, but let's enjoy this one. All right, let's revel in it before we have to think of all of that. Wednesday fans, you were electric today. It was amazing to meet so many of you as well as we were going around doing all of this. And it really does, it is always a nice reminder to remember what we're all Wednesday, aren't we, means.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Sheffield Wednesday, your Championship team. No more League One.
No more League One.
No more League One.
For now, but no.
Thank God.
Thank God.
No matter what way you look at today, we got a bullet header in the last minute of the game, and there is no more of a thrilling way to get promoted. And I think that's going to be something that lives in the memories of, I think with corporate, we had like 50,000 Wednesday fans there today. So there's going to be a lot of young Wednesday fans and Wednesday fans alike that we're going to be telling the story of how this happened and the comeback of the century in the playoffs. So let's drink this in and enjoy it.
So, fourth time is the charm, and finally, Sheffield Wednesday overcome the hurdle of the playoffs. Nearly 20 years after their last playoff success, it's finally happened, and it's at Wembley. You hear everyone say, if you're going to go up, it's best as either champions or the playoffs. If you'd have asked me that a few weeks ago, I would have taken second just fine. But to go up via the playoffs, with our comeback in the semi-finals and actually seeing it through in the final, against a team that doesn't like us very much, this will go down in Wednesday history. Wednesday's comeback made international news. We've made history in the playoffs, and this will be our moment to talk about and be compared to for a long time. It's hard to describe the feeling of elation in these moments, but enjoy it for all of your loved ones, and enjoy it even more for those who aren't with us anymore. I'm proud to be a Wednesday fan today. We've got a summer of change ahead, with building blocks to be put in place to ensure future success. But before we get giddy about that whole process, let's enjoy this one for a bit longer. But for now, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on Dexterity Box.